Hey, what's going on, guys? We're gonna get started fairly soon. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna let some people come in because I know some people are probably gonna get in a little bit late. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna play some music. I'm gonna let you guys just come in for a minute. We'll get started fairly soon. We're just gonna give a couple minutes. If you guys can see my screen, chime in. You good? Okay, guys, if you're on right now, chime in real quick so I know that you guys can see my screen. Awesome. All right. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and then we're gonna get started fairly soon. Okay, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Okay, guys. This is uh this is Stephen McMillan, your e-commerce coach for today. Stephen McMillan, the real Bruce Wayne. I've done a lot of results on Amazon. I've been able to do a lot of things. And I just want to give a shout out to Nate O'Brien, my mentor and good friend on the I Make Noise team. I want to thank him for having me on here today. It's definitely an honor and a pleasure to be able to share this information with you guys. So I want to show you guys real quick the list as far as what we're going to go over today. I'm going to go to how to find high profit items, how to list, and how to hire somebody to list products for you every single day. Okay, guys, so we're going to get straight into it. What I've been able to do as far as with Amazon, I've been able to have like $900 days, and I know some people have been saying that they've been struggling. So guys, really pay attention. Grab your pen and your paper because you guys are about to get a whole bunch of phenomenal stuff. All right. So for those of you that do not know, this is what Amazon Central looks like. This is where you will actually be signing up. It takes around probably like maybe 15 minutes to be able to sign up on Amazon Seller Central, so it's sellercentral.amazon.com. And as you can see, this is pretty much what it looks like. Every day when I get on, I always check my messages first. I'm always going to check my messages, and that's over here in the top right hand corner. So I'm checking my messages first, and then I'm going to, of course, check my orders. You guys have to check your messages, because if you have let's say you don't check them for over like maybe 15, 20 hours, maybe even more, that's actually going to give you a poor account rating. And the more you have a poor account rating, the less chance of people are actually going to buy from you. And it's just great customer service. You have to kind of keep up with that. I have mine connected to my phone, so I could just, boom, email them right back right then and there. And so that also, just because if they have questions about an item, then that's going to actually be able to give me a bigger chance as far as me answering back quickly. I'll be able to lock in that sale. But okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna teach you guys how to list um, high selling items. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Amazon real quick, and this is actually the item that we're gonna take a look at. So what I did, I'm actually searching specific niches. So last time I did a webinar, I was telling you guys to look at the best sellers, which is phenomenal to do. You guys I've already put the extensions in as far as Price Blink, um, the Invisible Hand, and also DS Amazon Quick View, so you guys could be able to see which one is which. But this time we're going to do some more specific research. So we're going to research Batman, and the one I wanted to do an example of would be this one right here, this guy. So we're going to click on him, and so you guys can learn how to make, big profits, and that you're not just making $5, $10, $12 profits, that you guys could actually make some, pretty decent profits, because there's so much out there to where you guys could actually make a lot of big profits on. So he's $52. Okay, and Price Blink right now, it's not it didn't activate, so I'm gonna refresh it one more time just to see if I can get Price Blink to activate, and if not, then we'll just have to do it the old school way, because I do know exactly where to get this item from, and at the lowest price. And looks like Price Blink isn't going to want to activate for me, so what we're going to do it like this, because I already know, I've already searched on it. eBay is the lowest place to actually get this item, and so Price Blink would usually take you to eBay anyway. So what I'm going to do, boom, and now I'll type in that, and I just copied the name of it, and so I want to find the lowest price possible for this item. Okay, so this $39.99 is the lowest price. And so with a lot of niches in general, as far as when you're doing specific niches and you're not just going always to the best sellers, that you're more so doing a lot of specific research as far as niches, what you want to do, you really want to drain out that niche to really get the best results. Research everything as far as that niche. Go through if you have to, go through every single item. That's what I did. And I'm like, okay, this one's going to sell. This one's going to make me a really good profit. And I pretty much drained out every single niche to put a whole bunch of things in my store. And so I just didn't focus just on one niche. I didn't just focus on, okay, cartoons and anime and all that types of stuff. I decided that I wanted to be able to do more than that. And so I made myself have a really big general store to be able to get the best out of it. Okay, so this is $39.99 and free shipping. So this is sellable. This one we could actually make a really good profit off of. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find my ASIN number. All right. Okay. And so I'm going to grab this ASIN number. Boom. And then we're going to go to inventory, add a product. And then next, you're going to paste it. Just paste it in there. Simple, right? Pulls it right up. Super, super simple. And so usually when I'm looking for it, I would usually click on it, again, just to look at it, making sure that we got the best price possible. But since we already just did that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click sell yours. And there's only 3 things I have to fill out here. New. And and actually, I don't think I'm going to match the lowest price on this one. Because how much are we getting it for? Let's take a look real quick again. $39.99. And so this is actually a strategy that I actually do implement, that I tell people that sometimes when you know you have an item that's going to be a killer and you know it's going to sell, that list it anyway. You take that chance and just list it anyway. Don't match the lowest price, so you're not going to make a profit out of it. So I'm going to end up putting this at 60 bucks. And so somebody must have just listed this item at the lowest. But I'm going to list it at $60. Because I've done that more than a couple times with some of my items, and I've actually made the sale that somebody still bought it anyway without me having to match the lowest price. And usually I do around 10 to 15 as far as in there, somewhere in between 5 and 15. Since we're testing this out, I would press 5. So that's the quantity. And that's all you have to fill out. The rest of the information they're going to take from, since it's already been listed up, they're already going to take the rest of this information all right here, and it's already going to be on there. So this is the only thing we had to fill out. That's the beautiful thing as far as Amazon. And then I would just click save and finish, and then it'll be listed right in there, right in the store. And that's easy as far as listing a product. Of course, there is the manual way. If you find an item, like let's say you find an item on eBay, and you're like, man, I really believe that this item can sell, but nobody else is selling it on Amazon, which is a great thing, and I found it, and now I want to put it in my Amazon store. I'm going to, what you'll do, you'll end up taking the pictures, you'll take all the information as far as description on eBay, and then you'll actually just end up putting it in your Amazon store when you add a product. And so that does take a little bit longer, but it is actually effective. And I could show you guys real quick how to kind of get to there. You would go press add a product, and then you would have to create a new product listing. So this is where you click right here and create a new product listing. So it's really simple. It's just going to take a little bit longer just because you're actually having to fill out the rest of the information as far as with the other one where you're doing the ASIN number. The information is already put up because that product has already been listed. So that's as far as how to list a product. And that's just some small research things, guys. And for those who actually do not have the extensions that was not on the other training, shame on you for not being on the other training. You should have been on there. It was phenomenal. But since you're on here right now, I'm going to tell you guys what it is right now. DS Amazon Quick View, Invisible Hand, and Price Blink. And you can actually find all these at your Google Chrome store. And so just type in Google Chrome store. I already have it right there. And then what you would do, click on the store, and you would just search for the apps right in there. And then it'll be, the extensions will come up and you just have to just download the extensions. So it's fairly easy. Again, that's Price Blink, Invisible Hand, and DS Amazon Quick View. Those are the extensions that you have to have. Okay, guys? All right. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. I already did how to list, which is probably the easiest thing that you can do. And I want to give you guys another example as far as, let's take a look at something else as far as listing high items and how I do my research. A lot of research that I do, I don't only do just in Amazon. I'm looking at the trends of Facebook. I'm looking at Google Trends, just really looking at, okay, even on TV, I'm looking at all these things and really paying attention, like, okay, what's going on? What's going on in the social media world? What are people craving and being addicted for? And I'm looking at all that, and then I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. And then I will look it up. For instance, let's say LeBron James. He just won a championship. He is the greatest basketball player in the world right now. A lot of people would probably disagree with me on that, but he won his team the championship and ended beating the so-called best player in the world. But you guys already know it's Cleveland all day. All right, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so there's some FBA sellers selling this right now, that LeBron James toy, which is probably it's ranked number 200 to 25,000, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna take a look at something else. That has 26 sales. That'll probably end up actually being really good. 66,000. We're just gonna keep looking for a second. I just want to find something decent for us to be able to list. All right, let's just take a look real quick. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try this thing. I don't know what it is. It looks like kind of like an action figure, I guess. I guess it's a LeBron James action figure. That's crazy. I've never seen a basketball player have his own action figure before. But all right, we're just gonna wait for price billing to activate. Okay, cool. And so this is at $21. We see that this is saying $18 fixed. I'm gonna check just to see if I can find the lowest price possible for this item. Okay, and so the lowest price is actually $18, and that's not actually a really great profit at all. And so we're not going to do that one. There's other niches out there, like let's say, for instance, let's do some baby stuff, because that's always doing really well. That's actually done very well for me, like babies' cribs and stuff. These are like the high ticket items that let's say I'm into making like $100, $200 profit on baby registry, or let's just type in cribs and the baby. Okay, so let's take a look at some ones that being sold by FBA sellers. So these are sold by Amazon, so I'm not even gonna mess with them. There was one that I sold specifically. Okay, there was one. All right, which one is this? Let's just go ahead and click it. A convertible, price only $38. I don't know, what is it? Is it this thing? 850 customer reviews. $38. The lowest price is looks like it's $38. Let's just check real quick just to see. Nope. And that's one thing about with Amazon, is the prices change very quickly. So when you're doing your research, you have to stay on top of it real fast. But these are some, I can't remember what it's called. It's something Fisher. I think it was a Fisher Price crib, I'm pretty sure. All right. And so the majority of these are being sold by Amazon. Let's see. I'm gonna type in Fisher Price. And that's one thing, you guys want to be really detailed as far as your research, even in your keywords, because it does make a very big difference. And so as you guys can see, that I'm very general. Like, I'm not just sitting here and just only looking at toys. I'm looking at a whole bunch of things to be able to maximize my profits. Okay. Let's see. See some FBA sellers. I'm looking for something a little bit with a bigger price. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Doesn't look too bad. I actually bought one of these for my son, so this actually does sell for whatever. So like a play mat, I guess you say. And actually, I would actually recommend that you guys actually do some research even on this item. Look for some play mats, a lot of baby stuff, because the baby stuff is usually fire. Okay, so that's not one. All right, so I want to find you guys one good one. I'm trying to remember one that I used. Let's take a look at, oh yeah, my favorite, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so Dragon Ball Z is a phenomenal niche on Shopify and on Amazon. It is amazing, and so we're gonna try, and we're not gonna mess with any of the movies. No movie stuff. I'm actually gonna look at even some Dragon Ball Z shirts. Let's take a look at a shirt or something, or even a toy. All right, because there's one that actually did really good. And I'm not going to keep you guys too long as far as product research because, yeah, at the end of the day, product research is what actually takes up the most time on it. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So, this is being sold for 20 bucks. And Amazon's gonna pull, yeah, PriceBlink is gonna pull it up for us as far as the other prices. If it doesn't load, then of course we could just do it the old school manual way, which can be a pain, which it did do. Luckily, I already know exactly where to find it because this item actually did phenomenal uh, for on Shopify and Amazon. Did amazing. So what we're gonna do, copy paste, boom. And of course it's gonna bring up some other ones. So instead of just doing it like that, we're going to be more specific. DBZ compression shirt. And you definitely want to make sure that it definitely has the same items. Okay, perfect. So, wow. If you guys, this is amazing. So, $2 to $8 right here. And let's just take a look at the shipping real quick. Only 99 cents shipping, ePack. So that's phenomenal. And ePack is very trustworthy, but this is phenomenal. So we're gonna make what a 17. What was it? $2. Uh, so that is around 16, $17 profit just off one of these shirts. And these things go bonkers. You see it has 20 customer reviews. And so it's actually done really, really well. And so even in the sports arena, sports, yoga, running, like I said, the baby stuff, some car things, um, the toys, the collectibles items, watching out for what's trending as far as like movies and all this other things. Looking at all these things and knowing what's the trend and going on, then you guys will be able to kill it. Like you really use Google Trends. Like I can't stress that enough as far as really taking advantage, as far as looking at Google Trends, looking at your Facebook, like, okay, seeing what's kind of going on, paying attention, even researching products or whatever, looking at other things, other people's stores, um, even through Shopify, looking at, okay, this looks tight. I think I want to put this in my store. I'm going to search for it on Amazon. And then if it's not, then, I could always find it somewhere else and then put it in my store anyway. So guys, those are two killer items. I just gave you like really two killer items. The Batman and this one I both sold in my personal store, and I've made some sales off of them. I didn't want to give them out, but you know, I decided to give them to you guys anyway, just because I do want to see you guys successful. So I hope you guys appreciate me for that. Um, and what I'm going to do at the end of this, I will be answering some questions for you guys. We're not at the end yet because there's something big I want to show you guys real quick. I want to make sure I'm going through my list. Okay, so we just did how to find high profit items. I showed you guys how to do that with the extensions. I showed you guys how to list the item, which doesn't take more than 5 minutes. Now to the big beast, how to hire somebody to list products every single day for you. So this is the big one. All right. So what you're going to do to hire somebody to actually be able to list products for you, you actually want to go to freelancer.com, and then you want to click I want to hire. And then we're going to give them a category. So this is some really, really killer stuff. We're going to enter, let's do data entry and fill some spreadsheets. Find information for websites. Let's do websites. And then post project now. And so let's select the type of work that we're gonna require of them. Data entry, because they're gonna put all of it through an Excel spreadsheet into your store. Assistant, find information for some websites. We want them to find some information for us, and then type in Amazon Web Services. That's the main thing that we want. And so then we're just gonna put a description in here. We're going to say that looking to hire a person to find products for my Amazon store with a profit in between 10 to $25, $10 to $25, and that's the profit. So that's not just including just the price. So they're going to be looking for a profit for us at $10 to $25, and we're going to do our hourly price. We'll pay hourly at $3 to $5 an hour. Yep, we want them to be certified in English because that's the only language I speak. Okay, and now we're gonna, yes, USD, but we want to do an hourly job. Let's say a micro job in between. Oh no, set hourly rate, my bad. There we go. Set hourly rate. Nope, we want 2 to 8. And then you guys get to pick your duration in between 1 to 4 weeks. More than likely you're going to do less than 1 week. And then how many hours they're required. Let's say, yeah, we could do 10 hours. Because if we're going to pay them in between $3 and $5 an hour, that'll be worth it as far as you getting some items in your store. These, you could also click on these. I don't do any of that as far as, saving in bundles or anything. But then after that, you would just post a project. The way you log in, you can actually log in through your Facebook. I'm already logged in already. So that's why I'm not having to go through any of the hoops and loops. But I'm already logged in already. Project name. Find information from, let's say, Amazon.com. Because that's what we're looking for, more so to hire somebody to find products for my Amazon store, and between $10 and $25, we forgot to say profit. Definitely want to say that, to put in my store to sell. Okay, guys. That would be it for this, and then, come on, computer, and then it would just be post project now. And so then you would post a project, and then people would start to bid and start to chime in as far as asking you like, hey, they'll show you exactly what they're qualified for, and you would go back talking back and forth with them as far as what their resume is, and if they're the best person for you to actually hire them. And so we're just waiting for the bids, but that's honestly all you have to do. As far as that, it's fairly simple. I definitely would recommend it. And these guys are, majority of them are overseas, and they work overseas, and they do work very well, and they actually they look up all the information for you as far as being able to outsource, to actually be able to put products in there for you if you want to move real fast. For anybody that does want to move fast with Amazon and want to move real quick, I would definitely recommend this. That honestly would be our training for today. I am going to open up to let you guys ask a couple questions. So you guys could go ahead and ask some questions now before we stop the training today. Okay, let's see what this one says. How many items will they bring us for each hour they work? How to post Amazon listing t-shirt like you. Okay, so with you can't tell them that, okay, this is how many I want. You could say that I want 200 items. I want 250 items. I want 1,000 items. And you can negotiate as far as that, instead of not only working hourly, but just more so negotiating. Okay, I'm gonna do a set price instead. For $250, I want 100 items. And so you could go about it like that. That's an easy way as far as doing it. And how to post Amazon listing like t-shirt you. As far as like, if you wanted to, let's say this wasn't on Amazon and you just wanted to put it in there, what I would do, hold on guys, I would click on the picture, drag it to my screen, and then I would just manually put it in. That's how I manually put all that in. So it's fairly simple. You just have to just more so fill in the blanks. Will you be able to watch this replay? I do not have to say so on that. I'm a guest, and as a e-commerce coach on behalf of Nate O'Brien. So that would actually be up to him. You would either have to ask Gary Anthony or Nate O'Brien on that. I'm not in charge of that. Could I show another high ticket item or give another idea? Let's see, something that would be good. I mean, I did give a lot of good stuff already. Definitely don't do iPhones, that's for sure, because anything you have to actually fill out an application for, I don't recommend. It's just too strenuous of a process and too many hoops and loops to go through. Honestly, what I would recommend as far as another high item, would be, let's go back to Amazon real quick. All right. Let's do sports. Okay. So sports would actually be great right now just because of it's the it's around the sports season. There's a lot of stuff going on. Football season is right around the corner. So this is definitely going to be within reach. And honestly, sports sell all year long. People think that, okay, when the sports season ends, it's pretty much going to be over or whatever. Like, no. People who are fans are buying all year round. So let's take a look at let's say let's look at a football, or let's look at the Golden State Warriors, for instance. But Golden State Warriors. Even though I honestly should have looked up Cleveland Cavaliers because they won the championship. But sports go all the time. For instance, I'm actually looking for a specific item that I actually sold in my store. Hmm. Where is it? Golden State Golden State ring. So it actually looks like it was actually taken down, and I don't know why, but I know that I did really well with it. It was actually a Golden State Warriors championship ring, and so that Golden State championship ring did really really good for me. If it ended up getting taken down, what I would tell you guys, like even just like the sports arena, doing all types of sports stuff, fishing and hunting. The fishing and hunting is actually this is actually one of the best niches that I've ever seen. Like there's so much in it. Like what was it? A fishing knife, or not a fishing knife? It was a hunting knife. It was a rainbow hunting knife that actually did really really well. Okay. Once you find a good item and it sells on Amazon, then do you buy it from eBay? Yes. As far as fulfillment, I do buy it from eBay. Um, and pretty much, I'll show you guys real quick what that looks like. It's a very simple, easy process. So when you're going through your orders, let's say, for instance, with this one, what you would do, you would copy paste all of this. Of course, first you would pull up the item. So you would pull up the item, and then you would wait for Price Blink to load. And so obviously it's going to take us to eBay. Majority of the time you're going to get your stuff from eBay. Sometimes it's going to give you a Walmart, Target, all these other places. So this is where I would fulfill it. I would go boom, and you see this person is doing swap police search gloves. And so this is kind of like some police stuff. But they obviously researched the niche because they seen that 116 sold. So they actually did a great choosing as far as an item. This is very, very smart. This is great research. I definitely commend them. This is actually one of my students. And so you would just click buy now, size, medium. You would click buy now. And then what you would do, you would just replace all of the address. So take this address, put it in here, buy it, have it shipped out to them, and as soon as they send you the tracking number, what you would do, you confirm shipment, and then you put in the tracking number in there. This is really important as far as having the tracking number. And let's say it's going to take a couple days for them to send the tracking number to you. I would say wait like 2 or 3 days, and then if they don't send it out to you, of course, you have to email the seller as far as where you bought it from and say, hey, I need a tracking number. Usually I email them immediately after I buy it saying, hey, just bought this item, blah, 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 would like a tracking number. But if they don't end up sending you a tracking number, all you do is just click USPS, boom, confirm shipment if it doesn't have a tracking number. And then you would just have to communicate back and forth as far as letting letting the person know that their item is on the way and that it has been shipped. So that's the way you go about as far as ordering and fulfilling. On Amazon page and other many selections. Yes, there are many selections that you could choose from. There's plenty of departments. You can go and research all of these departments, because obviously you see this is a very, 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 very wide range, because not everything. Well, the difference with Shopify and Amazon is that not everything on Shopify and Facebook will sell. You can't sell anything on Facebook. Like, there's specific things that are actually sellable on Facebook. With Amazon, you could pretty much sell almost just about anything. That's the beautiful thing. Okay. What do you feel for the ASIN number? The ASIN number is usually at the bottom of the page. We'll just click on something real quick to show you. Ooh, now this, just by looking at it, I think this would actually be a great item that I'm pretty sure people are just going bonkers over. It's a Cleveland Cavaliers LeBron James jersey backpack. And just by looking at it, it looks like a great item to sell. But we're not looking to, put it in our store or anything. So we're just looking for the ASIN number. Okay, the ASIN number is right here. So every time you're looking for the ASIN number, you'll find it at the bottom of the page. When you're putting it in for your Amazon store, you can either grab the ASIN number, but if it doesn't have an ASIN number, try and grab the item model number. And if it doesn't have either of those, then your best bet would actually be trying to type in the title name. And if it doesn't have it, then you're going to have to just manually put it in your store. You missed the first 15 minutes. Will it be posted? I actually do not know. I did take some time out to kind of like let people kind of get in. I just went over a small overview of the first training that was sent out. Makeup might actually be a good niche. I haven't tried that one out. That could actually be a good niche. What do you do? What do you put your handling time on Amazon? Me, I try to put my handling time around in between 3 to 14 days, because some items are coming from overseas, and when the items are coming from overseas, I let my customer know as soon as they buy it that, hey, this item is going to be taking a little bit longer than usual because it's being shipped from overseas from China. Majority of the time they understand that and they'll be fine with it. So you just have to, that's why I said customer service. Your customer service has to be up to par. And what I'm also going to do, guys, I'm actually going to give a free PDF away. I'm actually going to post this right after we're done with this. I'm going to give you guys my top 10 steps to success. I'm going to give it away to you guys for free, so you guys can be able to take a look at it and start to implement some of these things. These are my top 10 steps to having success on Amazon. So I hope you guys definitely appreciate me for that, as far as giving you that. And there was another training. You would have to ask Nate about that, or Gary Anthony. But also, guys, just really just take in all of this. Make sure that you're got the pen and the notepad. More than likely, I know this is being recorded, so I'm pretty sure Nate is going to be generous to actually be able to replay this within the e-commerce training as far as what you guys are in the group. So guys, I really hope you guys appreciated this. I'm gonna take one or two more questions, but if there aren't any more questions, I wish you guys some of the best luck. As a testimonial, not only from myself, but from a couple people, Stephanie W. She actually watched my first training, and then she killed it. She made a couple sales just in 24 hours, like completely just started killing it. And then I actually did a posting of her today as far as some of her results of what she's able to do. And I've done postings of some other guys that I'm personally handling as far as students and what they're able to do. They've been doing a phenomenal job. So guys, really take all this in and really just know that you could actually go and kill it. Don't let fear or anything paralyze you, because I've been there where I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do this, if I could list this item, and just fear just paralyzed me. But once I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna list it and I'm gonna just see if it sells. But then I ended up making 10 sales just off of one item. Like, man, wow, this is amazing and it's truly phenomenal. And so thank you again, Nate O'Brien, for allowing me to share some of this information with you guys. Guys, I'm telling you, you can really, really start to kill e-commerce if you guys just start to implementing some of these things, especially with what my 10 steps to success. A lot of people are going to be able to do 6 figures with this. I'm already almost there. Like, guys, get ready, because you guys are going to be able to come into a whole bunch of money with this. And so really, really take it on. Even start to create some budget strategies. That's one thing, that's a part of my steps to success, is creating a budget strategies to specifically how you're going to run this business. But like I said, guys, if there aren't any more questions, that will be all for today, guys. So I wish you guys the best of luck. This is Stephen McMillan, the real Bruce Wayne, and I'll talk to you guys later. I wish you guys the best of luck.